Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin our newscast with today's headlines. The Pine Island development on St. Helena Island is still dead after an effort by Beaufort County Councilman Logan Cunningham to undo a previous vote failed at Monday's council meeting. Cunningham was the only councilor to vote in favor of the development back in September, claimed the council didn't have all the information it needed to make the right choice then, and tried to bring back that vote under a rarely used motion to rescind, but only got 3 other councilors to vote with him this time around. And the strange case of Bluffton cops dropping off an intoxicated pedestrian who then died in a hit and run nearly 4 years ago has finally been settled out of court. The town of Bluffton will pay the family of Andy LeMaster $275,000 after officers picked up LeMaster in March of 2022 after he tried to enter a neighbor's house by mistake in the Cypress Ridge community with what later was determined a blood alcohol level 6 times the legal limit. But instead of taking him to jail or a hospital, the officers dropped him off at a Hampton Inn in Okatee with no ID or means to pay for a room. LeMaster stumbled onto Highway 278 and was killed by a hit-and-run driver. His family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the town of Bluffton nearly 2 years ago, alleging officers abandoned LeMaster. The driver of the car turned himself in, but was never charged. And the Hilton Head Fire Department's new headquarters will be located mid-island after the town announced plans to purchase a little over 3 acres on Park Lane across from the entrance to Long Cove Club, currently owned by lawyer Peter Strauss, who will finish a federal prison sentence for money laundering next week. Now, Strauss's offices are on part of the property. The other part has been home for the soon-to-close Nick's restaurant that will be torn down to create open space and parking for the new headquarters, and the town will pay nearly $8 million for the properties. And finally, well, we haven't had a Murdoch story in a while, but the trial is still making news. Former Colleton County Court Clerk Becky Hill has pleaded guilty to state charges of misconduct, perjury, and obstruction of justice. The 58-year-old Hill was sentenced to just probation, 100 hours of community service, and a scolding from Judge Heath Taylor, who admonished her for leaking confidential court information to a reporter and then lying about it, and for giving herself bonuses and using her office to promote a book she wrote. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on the screen. And remember, if you have a story idea or news tip, just email it to us at news@WHHI-TV.com. And coming up after the break, we'll hear from Hilton Head Fire Rescue on some holiday happenings. Stay tuned.